more can I say?
Top billing. All right, top billing, there you have it. The Seahawks clinched. Your man Pete Carroll does it again, pulling the rabbit out the hat with the defense that is now looking hard like prison bars, right? Speaking of, if you one of them soft Seattle type people, man, out here, and you trying to run my content, tell me what and what not to talk about, don't click back up on my channel ever again. You will immediately be blocked. This is my shit. Only many times I got to say that. You got nothing to do with it. This shit was here way before you clicked on it. You're not Christopher Columbus. You did not discover this. It was already here. So let's go. All right, the defense, man, you got to give props to the defense. I'm not going to lie, I was kind of pessimistic, and I'm thinking like, man, these are a lot of good defensive performances against bad offensive teams. Now, this is a team that has some really good offensive personnel on it, not playing the best offensive football, not by any means the best offense in the land or anything like that, but it's a pretty damn good offense with some really good personnel on it, and the Seahawks bull constricted it, right? The shit was tighter than a headlock. This is what I like to see from Seattle when they're being aggressive. You see your man Shaquill Griffin here. Look at the technique, man. Instead of bailing out and everything, just right up on him. Now, listen, should have that been called a penalty? Perhaps. Perhaps it should have been called a penalty. You can see right there in the transition, he grabs the shirt or whatever like that. But, man, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. If they ain't calling it, it ain't a penalty. But look at him go up under this, being aggressive. Right there at the start. Let's check it out right there. Your man giving a free release. Obviously, he opens up the gate. Work with the rocker step. Turn and shuffle, turn those hips to get into position. I hate when they declare where they are with leverage already in some of those vertical bells, but on this one right here, he's allowed to stay in transition, and he's pretty much in transition enough to where he's able to foul this man and then make a play on the ball right here and show himself. He didn't get to the ball, but you get what I'm saying. He definitely impacted this particular thrower here, playing extremely physical. Now, that's the Seattle Seahawks type of defense that I like to cover right there. Some really good stuff. All right, now here is something I don't particularly like. A vacation in the middle of the field with a team as experienced as the Los Angeles Rams. Like I said before, very good offensive team, very good team, period. And you having vacations in the middle of the field because you're afraid to play your corners up on, and if anything, play them with inside leverage. So you see this time Shaquill Griffin across from the tight end here. Tight end's just going to run a bender. He's going to bend to the middle of the field, and there's a huge vacation in the middle of the field because they have pretty much a six-man pressure here. They're running a three-man weave here with your man Bobby Wagner. Right, Bobby Wagner coming through on here. You got your guys, of course, coming. You got your three-man weave, and you got your strong safety Sin here. So vacation in the middle of the field, no type of leverage on the inside to try to keep somebody from the inside. And they're also rolling coverage with Ugo Amadi drop into the post. And then you have Quandre Diggs rolling out here to help. So if you see this, just too damn easy. Too damn easy. What are you going to do? Look at that. It's a complete vacation of the middle of the field. Nothing there. Third down. This could have been an even harder headlock if they would have got off the field on some of these third downs. But you can see the three-man weave going there. Back steps up. Malcolm Brown steps up to get Jamal Adams there. So nobody necessarily getting home there. You had to have thought that you were going to get home with at least a six-man pressure here. Jared Goff, damn, he didn't even get a chance to really throw it. Oh, that's when he hurt his thumb, I think, right there. His thumb was screwed. But boom, able to get that right in the middle of the field. So they got to do something about that. They got to play with some type of inside leverage if they're going to have vacations in the middle of the field, in my opinion. All right, so why do people always try to discredit when somebody is successful? I really hate that shit, man. That's something that you need to completely get rid of in society, man. That shit is terrible. Jamal Adams is a damn good player, and he's one of the reasons why the Seahawks are what they are defensively, and there is no ifs, ands, or buts about that shit. His attitude, just his attitude, period, to me changes the entire team, but his ability as well. So people talk about his ability to play in reverse, meaning they talk great about his ability to blitz sideline to sideline. Somebody came up in here and was like, oh man, he's a linebacker, and all this and shit like that. Not understanding scheme. He's being used to perfection. He can do a lot of different shit, and this is one of them, man. Man coverage on Tyler Higbee here. You see him outside stem, transitions, absorbs the contact, uses that makeup speed The moment of impact. Pow. What did I say? Stonemason hands, right? You got them bricklaying hands there. Now, listen, I know that he has a broken finger and everything, but we got to keep up with the bit from last time. People, please stop ruining the comedy portion of some of these things. I'm not a comedian, but don't ruin the comedy when it happens. Some of you people be like, excuse me, sir, that offensive lineman there that you made that comment about there, he went out injured the play before, and that really impeded his ability to manifest himself in the correct manner. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. Come on, man, relax. This shit was hard right here, man. Now his hands are turned backwards, right? Like, meaning the padding portion has bones in it, but still he makes a play on ball there, and Shkalaka, Quandre Diggs gives that man a colonic. He'll be really good on the toilet tonight because he got lit up. Now, this right here was a phenomenal play by my man Jamal Adams here. His ability to cut angles. Now, think about it. He's at a complete disadvantage here on the stretch boot. First of all, there's a conflict of assignment there. Obviously, this is the Los Angeles Rams. They run heavy boot action. Jared Goff could come out there on the back door, but he sensed something, and look at this. First of all, look at him cut this angle right here. Some people would have looped, right? Coming right here, they would have looped this way or something like that and then try to get, this is how they can't run a play back down. If you see the angle that he took, comes right here, keeps it tight to the line of scrimmage and runs down, that cuts the angle there. And then it's just God-given talent from there then on. That man hustling. You don't want to ride for that guy, Seattle? People talking shit about this man? What? This man is the truth, man. Absolutely love watching this dude play, man. He gives it his all. Definitely the new age Troy Polamalu, this generation's Troy Polamalu, one of my all-time favorite players, but hell of a play here. I don't want to show too much, and this was a gruesome injury by for Darrell Henderson there with his ankle. Ugh, it was nasty. All right, speaking of comedy here, shout outs to Rob Havenstein. Been a big fan of his since Wisconsin. Loved him with the Badgers and everything. He's a very good player here. But this is why big men shouldn't be in on tackles, because they don't have the technique it takes to do this. So you remember when Austin Reynolds set the ball down right here? Bobby Wagner retrieves it. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just picking the ball up to run. But you got Havenstein right here tackling with his chin in the air. Does not get his head off the center line. You got to get your head off the center line, kids, right? Make sure you wrap up, bend your knees and everything. He's tackling with his chin. Bobby Wagner picking up the ball, and this happens. Baya! Look at that. Neck jerker, spine tingler. Baya! He's done. Toast. Out on his feet. That was it for him, right? And if you zoom in real close, you can see the shit is full tilt. Straight slot machined his ass. Cherries, lemons, bananas, all them shits all through his eyes. He's done. Weekend at Bernie's, he was no longer with us with his faculties. Yeah, he kept going. He kept going, but he was no longer driving the wheel. That shit was on autonomous driver like you wouldn't believe. All right, one more game on the comedy portion of this. It was a 2-for-1 slot machine game for the Seattle Seahawks. What was this from DK Metcalf? Now what? Look, boom, oh, Now check this out. Oh, what was that about? I don't understand what happened here. Let's unpack this right here. Right, great collision with Troy Reeder right here at the sticks. He moves the chains here. Troy is a good tackle here. Slams him. Right, that's all a part of the game. There's nothing malicious about that or anything. Look, Troy's hands are under here, like he's reaching for the ball for a fumble. They're not like over top of him where he's impeding him to get up or anything like that. But guess what? This is Dennis Rodman Metcalf, right? He's always angry. But check this out. Baya! Slept that man. Why you sleep Troy Reeder? What did he do wrong here? Baya! Slept that man. Look at him, right? He's out on his feet immediately. His homies come to join in. I applaud that, right? Look at him. That's how you do it. You step to that man, but then he's gangster. You don't really want none of him either. He's a big dude or whatever like that. He's pretty much like, you want a piece of me, old man? Then you be like, no. Just like the dude in Friday, Troy Reeder gets up sleepy, right? He's drowsy. He still don't want none. He just goes on about his business. He's like, I don't know where I'm at right now. I'm back at home and mom is serving me chili. Look at him. Why is he smiling? You know you knocked out when you smiling deliriously. Come on, man. What's wrong with your boy DK Metcalf, man? Y'all got to get him under control. All right. Now, remember, this is just the post-game quick film study stuff. The deep dig stuff usually comes a little bit later when I can get a hold of the All-22 there. But I may not be able to do that this week. It's a big moment on the channel for college football, right? My college football coverage last week here for the majority of the teams that I cover. So got to get to those bowl games and stuff like that. So here we go with this. Do a little offense there. These switch releases, right? These switch concepts were absolutely killing the Los Angeles Rams. It didn't result in a lot of points. The Rams played a damn good defensive game as well, especially along the line of scrimmage. They were harassing Chef Russell, but still, I could see 1-900 Shotty doing this thing there. He was 1-800 Shotty here for a little while. He wasn't dialing them up, but at the very least, he's back to being 1-900 Shotty because they had a game plan, and I think it worked in their favor here by challenging the Rams in their ability to banjo and or pattern match, if you get what I'm saying right there. So you're going to have a two-man concept right here, and they're going to have a switch because you're going to have more Swain, please. I always say it, please, more Swain, please. I want to see more Freddie Swain. Swain running a slant here. Jacob Hollister running a wheel right behind him, and you end up switching places right there, and you have to be able to navigate that if you're a defender. That's a thinking man's game there. So if we see this, roll this here, switched on him. Now he has to try to get underneath the safety on this particular play. That's tough right there. If they were doing their thing here, and the way they have this set up, if Swain is going that way, Williams would simply take Hollister here because Swain is going in the direction of, I believe that's Jordan Fuller there. He's going in his direction anyway. You would just switch off. So they challenge you that way there. Now, look, he has a step on him. Of course, it's Chef Russell. He's always going to put it where it needs to be, like taking candy from a baby. It's for real. Now, some of you dudes really do take candies from babies and stuff like that, and some of you guys need to go to prison. All right, on this one right here, you see a bit of a switch release. We can diagram this out. You got a deep corner route here by DK Metcalf. You're going to have short motion by Tyler Lockett here, and then he runs an out route behind Metcalf. So two-man route combination right here. You see the same exact thing. You got Ramsey here, and then you have the safety as well. And they're going to have to navigate this two-man. But you can see here Metcalf running them off almost with the pick, and then Tyler Lockett coming behind him. And you have play action, hard play action from Russell Wilson. And freeze it right there. What does that do? Everybody's turned right here. The safety, he's running upfield, extremely scared because he doesn't want to get beat by DK Metcalf. Of course, you know that they run a ton of deep third coverage, some quarter stuff as well. Easy money. Run it right behind him. Russell just has to float it there. Good stuff. They can't even get to it. All right, here again. Metcalf was in motion. I'm not sure if it was short motion or whatever, but he's in motion, and then he promptly runs a slant. And then you have David Moore here. I think he's going to run a speed out, so you can see the switch right there. Just giving them some shit to think about pre-snap and post-snap. Working it like that. See the switch here? Boom. Now this time he actually does he doesn't do a good job on this one either way. The way it's set up right here, same exact thing. It would probably be in their best interest for Troy Hill to run with Metcalf here on the slant, and then you'll get Wilson driving on the speed route. But it's hard to navigate in that very moment there. So that's all they did, kept switching on them like that, able to move the chains.
What more can I say?
Top billing.